major attractions for foreigners when coming to Vietnam is to shop, specifically because depending on where you're traveling from, you might notice that a lot of the products are very affordable. And a lot of people like to get products that are either replicas or similar, if not the exact product of major brands, a lot of them being US brands like Patagonia, Cotopaxi, or like North Face. But aside from that, you can get so many amazing handcrafts and goods here. And we're gonna go explore a bunch of the shopping today. We're gonna test out our bargaining skills, see what some of the best deals we can get, and we're gonna teach you what we have learned about all of the shopping in Vietnam, specifically Hanoi. I'm doing some damage. Our first stop is Hung Dao. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's spelled Hangdao. And we are stopping here because it is known for different textiles. Because what we've learned is that one of the best ways to shop in Vietnam is coming to the old quarter and going to the specific streets that have the specific products you're looking for. So the street names are actually quite literally named after the products that they sell. So when we're on this block, we are walking past multiple clothing shops, multiple different textiles, because that is the textile street. Now, to figure out all the different names, because I don't speak Vietnamese, you might have guessed that from my attempted pronunciation, we actually just asked AI to write us a whole list of all the different names translated. I'm sure you could find a blog with it, but I think Cameron Bryan has figured out our first stop. So we're gonna hop in here and see what we find. We've learned through some of our guides that some of the products are directly like extras from the factories. Other times they have some of the materials and they recreate them at home because they're people who work in the factories as well. So there might be some discrepancies you need to look for, but generally a lot of the products can be pretty reliable. And honestly, for the price, it's just like kind of hard to beat compared to products in at least where I'm from, the US. Wow. Now, when it comes to like things like this isn't really what we're here for. It's more brands that are specifically, so like North Face is manufactured here, but they don't sell North Face here. So this is either gonna come from the factory as like maybe a product that came off the shelf and was like had some damage, or they took the materials, recreated it. But you can feel like this material is much nicer than something you'd find at like a Walmart. And you can tell that it replicates what you could have with like actual North Face. But see, like this one's printed on and this one is sewn on. So that's a big difference between these two bags. And a lot of them have these tags, which my guess is because maybe they're getting certain products or certain materials from that factory, like we were saying. Or, yeah. Patagonia ones are nice too, because Patagonia is another brand that is made in Vietnam. Yeah, yes, Nike is another one. So it's like Nike, Patagonia, Cotopaxi. But I thought is this the nano puffer? Let's see. Side bag, like this is nice. Yeah, so yeah, like on here, like the stitching isn't as good. Oh yeah, look at the price on that. Tonight, we're going to do some research on backpacks, down jackets, Gore-Tex raincoats, or just like jackets in general. And then probably slings, because like we both love our slings, and I might look and see if I can get something that is a nice, yeah, maybe just like a smaller alternative, because the one that I use is this Patagonia, which I love because I like to hook these together for when I'm traveling so I can throw it on my back and it's not as easy to open. And then I also have a pocket here for my phone, which is nice. Cameron Bryan is using an Osprey, which is a little bit smaller, but also a really great option. Both of these brands, Osprey and Patagonia, are two brands that you can find here. So I haven't seen either of our bags when we've been looking around, but we're just gonna look and see if there's something we can get for an alternative for when we're going out to like dinner or something. I'd love to bring a handbag when I travel, but sometimes it's impractical and I just like to have a sling. Oh, the infamous Lulu. These feel nicer than the ones that I have at home. What the heck? Here's the current shopping list. We want a long puffer for walking. We each want a raincoat. We want a backpack for travel. Probably that'll be for Brian, but if I see something, I will decide. And then we're gonna look into slings and maybe a shoulder bag if they have something that I like. And then, I don't know, maybe some yoga pants. Our next stop is Hongdao. Hangdau. This is the shoe street. So I'm not positive that we'll be able to find shoes that accommodate myself or Cameron and Brian's wide feet. But we're gonna look and we're gonna see what we find. Now, as we're wandering around these streets, I did want to mention that the other day, it was our first day in Hanoi, and we went to a shopping market, and that was where a lot of local people shop. And it's like one of the largest. Highly recommend going there. It's really interesting to kind of see the culture and to see all of the different products and see where people actually shop. They do also shop on all of these streets in the old quarter, but it's just a really cool place to go and look around and shop. And some of the goods are the same, just for what we're looking for and for our experience. It said there was like some Admittedly, if you have a normal size foot, normal isn't a fair word. If you have a not flat foot or not a wide foot, or your feet are really tiny, you'll be no problem, absolutely no problem. If you fit into like standard sizing, stuff like that, you'll have no issues. I mean, even shopping for clothes, we're going to try and figure out our sizes. I'm sure there'll be some limitations. It's just different sizes than where we're from in the US. But when it comes to shoes, it's hard to budge on shoes. We're gonna pass on our shoe adventure and move on to Silver Street. We have made it to Hangba, Hangbac. I'm hoping to find a silver watch. That's my hope. Silver watch, that is what I'm looking for. I don't know if I like that diamond as much. We popped around Silver Street, didn't see too many options for what I was looking for, but there is a vintage jewelry shop that I had found online that we're gonna check out and see what we can find. It's about a 10-minute walk from Silver Street, but they do have a lot of options. Just the discrepancy in price and honestly me not liking it too much made me feel like we can just move on and keep exploring. Let's see. Talking. This is what we're looking for. Oh, see? Look how nice.
Yes.
How cool this watch is. It's a Citizen.
This is a Sigma.
Wow. Oh my god. But still, look at this. These are so fun. This is a pig. Oh, looks kind of cool. I think this one's cool. This feels like...
This one will be 950,000.
Okay, 950,000.
This one will be 1.8 million.
Okay, our first purchase of the shopping video in Hanoi, Vietnam is a silver watch. It came to about 37 USD and she took card. So the silver I saw earlier, I'm sure was priced for a different reason, or I just maybe didn't understand the pricing. Either way, this was a pretty good price. And the other watches that I was looking at ranged from around $87 to this 37 being the cheapest. And the one that was 87 also looked like it had two little diamonds in it and was honestly beautiful. I just don't always wear gold jewelry. And this is kind of what I was looking for, just a basic silver watch. Pretty simple. She helped me make it a little bit bigger, so it's a little looser on my wrist. And yeah, it's great. I'm excited. I did not bargain for it. I didn't negotiate whatsoever. I just accepted the price. I didn't even think about negotiating. I totally forgot. I don't know if I would negotiate somewhere like that though. I should have thought about that. Well, now you know. When we go and buy those jackets and try and buy the other products, we're gonna try negotiating for sure, but something about this felt like more of an individual shop versus a shop where you would barter. And also it was a set price. She gave me different prices for all of them, so. It's a new day, it's rainy, and we still have some shopping to do. Think we might be actually pulling the trigger on buying a suitcase. First thing up, other than the watch, you saw me get the watch, we found a suitcase store. Let's see how these prices go and if we have the courage to negotiate.
Like these with the two wheels.
How much is this one?
1,100,000
1,100,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not terrible. We left the luggage store because when we asked for prices, they were a little strange and they were very high. I just kind of knew they were high because they were comparable to things I could have gotten at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's at home. One of the suitcases was almost $50, which is like very expensive compared to like discount stores in the US. And so I didn't even want to negotiate because that price just felt unreasonable and we weren't loving the interaction too much. So we decided to go to another store, make sure we weren't crazy, and we walked in and they offered us around $23 as a starting price before we were even able to get into negotiation. So we're gonna keep shopping around, and then when we find our suitcase that we want to haggle down, we'll see what we can do. I think these, oh, they're not. We found one. It was on sale. No bartering needed because this was the original price. It came to around $100, which was more than we expected, but it's actually like a Ricardo brand and it's much cheaper than at home, and that's all that matters to us. So we just bought some luggage. As you know, it's been quite the journey to figure out where to buy luggage in Hanoi, Vietnam. And we ended up going to this shop. It is, what is the name? What? KOS. Oh, KOS.
But it's technically like for this one brand.
Yes, technically it's for this one brand, KOS, right?
No, Roccato.
Oh, Roccato, but they had other brands. We got,
the Italian brand.
oh yeah, we got this bad boy right here. It's a Ricardo suitcase, which we do know the brand, and we were price checking based on USD of like what you can get for this size and quality of Ricardo online at home. It was pretty good. We actually ended up paying 107 USD, which might sound high considering we got some prices for around $23 in some of the small shops in Old Quarter. However, we weren't really positive if those were just made in China and like brought in, because that is some of the products, which is no problem if that's what you're looking for. And in fact, we could have gotten a suitcase here for $58, which was brand new and was made in China and had like a pretty reputable brand. But we determined that we wanted to pay more for a brand that we knew and a brand that just had like a nicer quality and was actually, it comes with a warranty, like it actually has like really nice function that we'll be able to keep for a really long time. And it was cheaper than if we were gonna get something like this new at home. If you want the cheapest of cheap that you can get, just to get you, to fill your cup with everything that you buy when you're here in Vietnam, then I would definitely recommend going into one of the shops in Old Quarter and just bartering and seeing what price you can get a suitcase down to. And this, for the record, is a checked bag. So this is a bigger suitcase than just a carry-on. So that is part of the reason with the price in flux. Oh yes, that was the other thing. Everything here was on sale. So this was 50% off. So it's obviously pretty expensive, $200 about if you were gonna pay for it flat out. However, that's still cheaper than what the USD price of a suitcase this size from this brand is online or back home. So does depend on the model, but this model is nice. It has scratch resistant, has a lot of other things. Also, they were very kind in there. She was super helpful, helped open everything up, showed us how to set the lock for the TSA lock that's included in it. And she was just overall very kind, wasn't pushy whatsoever. I told her I wanted something under a certain price point, and she found it, and she gave me all of my options, and she even did show me the cheapest option, which she didn't have to do because that was the $50 suitcase. And she was the one who told me that was made in China, and she also told me that the one that we got was made in Indonesia. They had other ones made in Italy. Just was really a great experience to kind of understand what we were buying. And yeah, it was great. So I highly recommend grabbing a grab if you're staying in the old quarter and hopping over here if you're looking for a suitcase that's maybe a little bit nicer than what you can just get in one of the shops. Brian found one that looks very similar, if not this exact model that we got. And at home, it costs $260. And so we paid $107. And right now the sale price for that is $129. So like, still, that's enough for me. I'm happy as a clam because guess what? I didn't have to check an empty suitcase that I didn't own to come all the way here to pay for that checked suitcase to then pay to check it home. So instead, I came here, I got a better deal, and I'm only checking it one way.
So much fun. Look at the orange. Oh, they have simple. So much washi tape. What is it? Oh my god, that's fun. And then ooh. It's for your watercolor.
It is our last day. We have no choice but today to finally buy some bags and maybe a jacket. We've obviously done a ton of shopping throughout Vietnam, but we haven't really tried negotiating too much. Now, I was a little nervous to take my camera in and kind of go all big tough, if you know, say, can I have this for that? Because I'm just warming up for the day. But we did stop into one shop already, but I didn't have my camera on, and found a few bags I liked that I'm gonna come back to. And I asked her if she would give me a package. She told me she'd give me a great deal. Now, I didn't ask for negotiating prices yet because there were prices on the bags, but I'm feeling pretty confident. So let's see, I'll try my best to get the process on camera. If not, I'll give you a really great recap and whatever chaos footage I can provide. So you can be well-informed, well-equipped, and ready to have a wonderful shopping experience in Vietnam. How much are these?
This 400.
400. Okay.
Maybe I can discount for you.
Discount to what? Okay, I'll think about it. I don't know how much of that I got, but she started, I think, at 400. Was it 500? No, she started 500, I think. I don't know, it's on camera. But she went down to 350. That was for the backpack. I didn't even say anything. So if you are a shy guy like myself, or shy gal like myself, you can definitely just go, maybe I'll leave. And you might get your price down. So that's good advice to start with. However, the other place that we went to was a little bit off of this main strip where a lot of the shopping is. So far, she was 1, not pushy, 2, really helpful, 3, started at the lowest price so far, because I've been asking about the same coupling bags that I'm looking to get. So we're probably going to end up going back there, and I'll see what she can do for a round up price, and hopefully it's good, simply because it was like, it seemed more reasonable, and since there were prices on it already, I felt like it was also like a comfortable negotiation for me. So we'll see. But if you have strength and power, I'm sure you could really get your price down. So we'll see if I can, maybe we'll find a backpack for our dear friend Brian back here, and we'll see if we can get a good deal. They are pretty nice quality though. You really have to feel them. Make sure you pull the zipper back and forth to double check and check for any loose strings, which does happen on all manufactured things. Sometimes there's a loose string, but just like make sure that it looks like things are put together, honestly. This is the shop I'm gonna go head into and see what I can buy.
Black and red.
Oh, so you have black and red in that color. Oh, you have all the colors.
Any color you like.
Yeah.
But if you want to see
Yeah.
what it's like.
Maybe like the light blue, the second to bottom. Yeah, that one. What do you think? Which blue are you thinking?
Oh, they fold out like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, so that's good. And then there's this, there's a side pocket here too, Brian, and on the inside. Oh, that is nice. Oh, the strap for the, for the shoulder. Yeah, this is pretty impressive. We're making decisions. Okay, now it's time for handbag land and backpack land. Okay, so let's decide on what backpack style. Oh, that's nice. So there's like a front pocket.
Yes.
And then there's the laptop, because that's nice and cushion on the back.
But you know that one hold to the luggage.
Oh.
That one you know.
Yeah, that's that style, I
That
think.
one only include, that one not zip.
Yeah, and it doesn't zip.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, correct.
Okay, let's see. Very light. Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the green. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, this is for like a light. I'm traveling with my, just like a couple things needs to be a little sturdy. I mean, these.
Your laptop will fit in.
My laptop should definitely fit in here. This is a big pocket.
Yeah.
And look, there's two. You could do a laptop and the iPad.
Another laptop.
And another, like, you could do double laptops. Oh, that's a pretty good size.
Okay.
That's like, it's slender, Bri.
Can you the photo?
Yeah.
I think it's 13, okay. No. One pocket,
Oh, it's like
Oh.
this and this.
two pockets, and separate the pocket outside. Separate.
Oh, they're separate on the sides, if you like that. That might be harder for travel, but it's up to you. I wanted this one and one had like a string loose, so I asked for a different one and she had, which was really nice and good to know because look at all the stock. So much stock down here. You see all this? It's crazy. Okay. It's different than what you have, but I like that it's sleek. And these are stretchy, both sides. That's always nice.
Yeah, this one is the
350.
380.
Okay, 380 is what you said before. Can you do?
No, before you asked me, this one
Oh,
is
because they're different
350,
bags.
yeah.
Yes,
For
that's
this,
the.
my friend, for this one is 450. I give
Oh,
380.
this. Okay. Oh, 380. Okay, the tag says 450, 380.
This one is 320.
Okay, 320 for the tote bag or the duffel. The duffel. We have about half in cash, but we can go get cash if you want cash.
Depend you.
Do you take card or no?
No, I'm a set card.
Oh, you accept card. That's great. You have from the countdown of 3. How much do you think we spent in USD on all of that? I got 3 handbags, a little zipper pouch for cash. Brian got was it Patagonia backpack. We also got a duffel bag that folds up for travel and another backpack. The grand total is 3, 2, 1. Show it. Oh, his phone timed out. His phone timed out. To get the extra second. Here we go. $83. $83.
$21 million.
Can you give me what's 8? How many pieces do we get? Someone
7 plus 1.
8 pieces. That was on average around $10 to $11 a piece. That's crazy. I will say that was quite literally one of the nicest shop owners. So I guess you're welcome for doing research because truly we went into so many shops and they were so like fine, like everyone was nice, but this woman was so sweet that I'm like, don't even waste your time. If you want a bag and there was something in this video that looked appealing to you, that is the shop for you. Granted, we are passing on getting clothing. We're not gonna venture in that path. We decided we are focusing on bags. We are not getting jackets or things like that. So that's all you really are gonna be getting there is bags, if that's what you're looking for. If you are going to a shop, hopefully the shop owner is as kind. Everyone was nice about negotiating. So do your best, be kind, be firm, but also understanding that this is their business and this is their work, and check the zippers because she did QA, and I'm not sure all shop owners are gonna do QA before they sell you something that you already agreed to buy. And to help you find this place, because when in Hanoi, you know, it can be a little confusing to get around. This is the church behind me, and the shop. Oh, and the chocolate shop that we just went to. Come over here. Go see the church. Go get the chocolate shop. You can even go to the coffee shop that's right across the way. Yeah, there is an Italian restaurant across the street, Brian wanted me to point out. And then back there is the shop for the bags. So hopefully this helps you for your journey to Vietnam, or specifically Hanoi. Know what to expect when you're negotiating, when you're shopping, where to shop, and how to get the best deal so you come home with so many wonderful goodies and souvenirs. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I have so many Vietnam videos along with a ton of other travel and food videos, and I hope that you join me on my journeys because I have a lot of travel planned this year and I plan on taking you with me. So I'll see you again soon. He's calling our grab. Bye for now.